Kombucha is a fermented tea. We literally brew a big batch of tea and we sweeten it, and then we add this culture. It's called a SCOBY. And the culture during the fermentation process eats the sugar, creates these probiotics and good stuff for your gut, B vitamins. And so it's a pretty healthy beverage that tastes really good.
KC Kombucha is a Sacramento original. The beverage first began to brew its own audience through community farmers markets, which led to relationships with local growers and producers.
Originally, we went to Costco and got blueberries, right? Because that's just what you know. But being at the farmers market and developing these relationships and figuring out, oh, you do sell blueberries at this time of season, so we can get that from you. And then farmers would come up with these different kinds of stone fruit, and so we'd use pluots and apricots, and it was really fun to use all these different flavors. And then we get basil from a local farm and process massive bags of basil. It's a really cool thing to be able to utilize fresh produce in our kombucha. And we figured that they had all of this produce that they couldn't sell that was bruised or damaged, and at the end of the farmers market they would give us these boxes of fruit that they were just going to compost. So we used that and we developed flavors that were unique and were special to this area. Once we get fruit from a farmer and bring it and flavor our kombucha with it, we always try to get that flavor, particular flavor, to that farmer's market where we got the produce, and the customers love that idea. We point out, oh, we got it over at Ponce Farms. And then we also bring cans of the kombucha to the farmers to say, hey, look, these are your peaches, this is your watermelon. So it's a really fun collaboration. We brew non-alcoholic kombucha, so we keep the alcohol level less than 0.5, and then we flavor it with things that you recognize, so blueberries and watermelon and apples, so you taste that. And ours, I think, is a little less acidic than those in the store, so I think that's what makes us a little more unique. It's more user-friendly, you can taste the blueberries in there, you can taste the watermelon, the apples, and it's super good for your gut. And I think that people, once they get in and we can get them to try it, they understand that it's not your basic booch, it's something different. We do not pasteurize our kombucha. It is raw. It has all those natural probiotics that are brought into the kombucha during the fermentation process, so we don't pasteurize it and scoop in probiotics. It's very naturally occurring beverage.
And once their fan base began to grow, so did their kombucha operations.
We had visited kombucha tap rooms in San Diego, and we knew that we wanted to expand from the farmers markets and events into a space where people could come in and sit at the bar and have a pint of kombucha. And so yeah, when we opened in 2019, we were the very first kombucha tap room, and we're still the only kombucha tap room in Sacramento. We brew everything in-house, so you'll see our kettles back in the back. So we brew everything in-house, and it's flavored here, and then we serve it on tap.
KC Kombucha infuses its fermented drinks with a variety of fresh flavors, suitable for all types of palates.
Because it's healthy, they drink it because it just tastes good. It's a good alternative to soda. They also drink it as a non-alcoholic option, but a lot of these stay the same throughout the year. We have our basic 6 or 7, and then we change based on what's in season. And also we just do fun small batch stuff as well. We can change things up quickly and utilize different things that we find at the farmer's market or out in the forage for things in our backyard we can try. It's kind of a unique aspect where we are so small that we can change things up pretty quickly.
It's a handcrafted, bubbly approach that customers are happily guzzling down.
You'd be surprised that most flavors work. There's been a couple where I was like, oh, this is not a good one.
Very refreshing. That one's good.
People are very surprised when they try it. They're like, oh, this is actually pretty good. And then they will buy a bottle, and then they come back and they refill the bottle. If we're using local produce, that feeling of that season comes out and customers get really excited about it. So they'll be really excited to see apple season come into play. Watermelon basil is a huge one, and they just wait till watermelon comes to the farmer's market and they get so excited. I think the seasons dictate some of that love and excitement for the flavors.